This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to the home of the Wyoming Cowboys in Laramie, Wyoming. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Wyoming Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Cornhuskers will put total leather and we'll get started. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass. They're working that left side. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Cowboys will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll leave it with him. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Reads it, fires complete. At the 35, he's open. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction. and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
To throw, it's Clemens. Here's a heat. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
It's a safe play call, and it's a good, safe decision, right? You're just rolling him out. This is going to be in the end zone or out of bounds, trusting his quarterback to make the right decision. He does, sets up second.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Snagged out of the air. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. And the Huskers will try to move the chains on 4th down. Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Off play action. Quarterback now breaking the field. Throwing on the run. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Bringing it back. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Man, you could almost feel the quarterback's eyes getting big on that completion. I don't think even he could believe how wide open his target was. He knew, man, if I just get this to him accurately, something really good is going to happen. That's exactly what transpired. Nice throw, nice catch, nice play.
They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. Trying to barrel in.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback know how to play.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskers.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Nebraska, 14, Wyoming, 0.
Out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. A quick pass to the left. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. First and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Wade. Still running at the 40. There he goes. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The play action fake. Dances away to buy time. Trying to make magic with his feet. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Wants to adjust the pattern. On fourth down, going to the air. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Give to the running back. Picks up the first down, still moving. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. A first down for the offense. Right back to the well. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to throw, it's Clemens. Right down the middle. Finds his man open. Breaks into the open. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. He tries to take the top off. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
Wants to go up top on first down. Time to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, at this juncture of the game, obviously the offense has struggled. No points up on the board. You're at the end of the first half, and you're just trying to make something happen. That time the quarterback thought he had a guy open way down the field, but again, the defense in perfect...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Tight end now in motion. Trying play action. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Back to throw, it's Clemens. Going downfield for the big play. Intercepted, number 19. Got room on the return. The spin, still on his feet. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the...
Going for the big play. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Mustard and Brown.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, we're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Going right to work up top. He's going to let it go. He's got it on the outside. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
Throws to the tight end. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it in the last minute.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. It's Clemens. Gonna take a shot. Makes a catch at the 15. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Nebraska, 28. Wyoming, 7.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. Turning it on. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here at the very end of the first half. When you got to have an execution, it's got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw. It's Clemens. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Cowboys will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around. Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become...
Oh, he's got some space. Made a defender miss. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Huskers. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quick.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
From the gun, give on the inside. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And this offense, man, they're in a tough spot, right? Like, the throws are coming. You're down. You need to make plays in the passing game, but you got to protect your quarterback better. This defense, they've got their ears pinned back. You got to do something about it.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Here's the handoff. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense.
There he goes. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's got his man across the middle. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down.
I remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, bringing all these tight ends in the game, you'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Third and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. Dropping back, it's Clemens. Here comes the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. Not a chance. Missed it. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years.
Breaks into the open. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Cowboys come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. To the air on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, this offense would take shots. They know they have targets that can fly and push down the field vertically. Nice job in coverage there.
Wants to fire on second down. Hits the open man. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wyoming. He didn't see anyone open. He said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They go to the ground. Turning it on. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Looking left. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Can't get him to the ground. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll try it again. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
After that last one, they're staring at a 2nd and long first down marker just short of the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Nebraska! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. They say there's no more loyal fan base than the one at Nebraska. Well, this guy's becoming their hero with this performance.
And Nebraska fans have a special place in their heart for a quarterback that can run it, that can throw it, show you all the dimensions of their game because they've had so many great ones in the past. And this guy, he looks like the future.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Looking downfield on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete on the right side. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Still looking on the move. Going to try to get it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Hit as he throws. Finds a tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Cowboys with the 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Lets it fly. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wyoming.
And the big fella runs right down the middle of the field. Post route, you can tell quarterback locked into him, throws it up high, lets him catch the football, use his big body to kind of fend off the defenders and get in the end zone for 6.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Cowboys in the hurry up. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Flushed out of the pocket. Got out of trouble and throws. Working that left side now. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, if you're on defense, I mean, that's the way you want to get this quarterback running. He's right-handed, so get him to go to his left where you expect the accuracy to come way down. If they continue to do that, that's going to work in the defense's favor.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Cowboy. Fired in from the red zone for the score. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And that one, I don't think, went the required 10 yards. It did not. Penalty marker is out.
On the set. Check. Check, Rabbit.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare... in this game tonight.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page.
At this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Finds the tight end. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty cost him a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. A third down try for the offense. Looking for a man. It's Clemens. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Got room at the 35. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
I'll tell you got to be careful if you're the defense right now because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just did right there.
The defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. Shakes just dismissing tackles. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. In the red area, it's Moon. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really...